Hey guys, it's In the Hole here. I have decided to make some commentaries on Shadow Era as I've been playing it a lot and I always wanted to make some YouTube videos, so this is going to be in real time, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna win this battle or lose it. But anyways, I'm gonna jump into the challenge right away. And this is not an entry for the tutorial contest, this is just me trying out to make some videos. And okay, taking some time. It's always kind of slow to find players, especially as I'm playing in the morning right now, as there are not too many ranked above 400 online at all the times. But okay, so I get to start. My hand is decent, I guess. No portal or no research, but some low cost cards which I can use. So I think I'll be fine with it. And okay, I'm playing a guy called Demon Eye. He has a deck with 50 cards, I think, 51. And that's not too usual to see, but it works. Definitely lost many games against decks with more than 50 cards or more than 40 cards. Okay, so the basic starter for me, Blake on turn 2. He will probably cast Research or nothing. And if he casts Blake or a Pew, it's just stupid, pretty much just casting away a card because I can just kill it with my own ally. And yeah, he's taking some time. Might also be bad internet connections between us, so I won't blame him. Okay, so let's see what he does. Okay, Pew, and so that's probably the worst thing he could do, in my opinion. Of course, my opinion is not always right, but just saying. So now I'm just going to kill off his Pew and also casting a second Blake, just because he will kill one of my allies right now, or this turn, with his Ice Shard ability. So, but the second one he will have no response to, so it's always nice to start off with 2 allies. And again, just waiting for the turn to pass. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think there's quite a bit of delay in this game, because I seriously doubt that anyone would think about which card to sacrifice this long, or much more than 10 seconds. As you can look at your cards at all times and pretty much think about what you're gonna do. And as you can see, because I went first, I'm getting kind of low on cards, but I have the research, which I will probably cast at 4 or 5, depending on what cards I pull and what he does. Okay, so now he responded with a fireball and a Ice Shard to my 2 allies, which is probably the best thing you can do, because now I'm at a real card disadvantage. But anyways, I'm gonna sacrifice my Aeon. Some people might think it's stupid, but I still have 3 more left in my deck and I'm pretty much destined to pull one at some point, and I won't anyways be able to cast him right away. So I don't think there's any point in keeping him, as yeah, low cost cards are pretty good. Only problem is at late game, if you have many, usually have very few cards, and yeah, if you only have low cost cards in your deck, you can't use up all your researches, which is yeah, not too good. But okay, now I cast Sandra, I think, just to get us even on the resources. Like this, and next turn I'm probably going to cast a portal, which he is probably going to do now. Portal or Sandra is gonna come now, which I think if he casts portal would be better for me, because I have 1 ally out, and yeah, I don't have too many low cost cards. Well, I have that one, but still I'd like to keep my resources for now. Okay, he cast double research. I have no idea why he did that, but definitely not a smart move, as now I can just freely do what I want. and those won't help him until he has something like 8 resources or more, because researches are not really that cheap to use. Okay, so now he has 2 cards in his hand. Not sure if he's gonna sacrifice, but I would, cause 4 resources is not nearly enough. I mean, 6 resources is a pretty good point to stay at, because then you can cast any card you have. But 7, I think I usually stay at 6, but if I have like tons of cards in my hands, like 4 or more, I usually sacrifice and try to get it to 8, because then you can use a research and still cast quite a few monsters or allies. Okay, so just keeping the game going, and I think I'm in a pretty good spot right now. He has more cards than me, but last turn he didn't sacrifice anything, so he's a little bit delayed in the resources. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. And his ice shard he won't be able to use it. Oh, and if any administrator would watch this, please do so that you can look at the cards even while it's your opponent's turn, because sometimes it's really hard to see things like how much shadow energy the opponent hero has or stuff like that. If you're, yeah, because it might matter later in the game. I'm gonna sacrifice my Sandra now, because I find Sandras really useless in the late game, because if he has 6, 7 or even 5 minerals, it's it's pretty okay. I can't find the words. As I said in the comments in the forum right away, my English isn't that good, but as long as you understand it, I'll be happy. And yeah, again, it's looking a little better for him. I should probably, now that I think about it, have casted Sandra to stop him from casting an Aeon, but he doesn't have Portal out, so I'm not that scared about it. So this is just a little bit more offensive of the 2 choices I had. But I have the shadow energy required, and now I have, as you see, because I got some useless cards, I managed to get my resources up to 8, which is really good, because now I can use research and still cast a lot of monsters or allies. I played MTG, so monsters sounds more natural, but I guess it's allies in this game. So now, as you see, his Aeon is no problem. I didn't lose really anything. I even can cast another Ice Shard next turn if he would happen to cast an Aeon again. And yeah, slowly chipping away at his health while keeping control of the board. I think he had a first turn, depending on what cards you get, first turn can be really hard, like a real advantage. But if you don't get any researches, then it can be a disadvantage, because you will run out of cards, and yeah, the opponent will overwhelm you, because not much you can do. And yeah, okay, has quite a few resources, but he still hasn't got any portals, which might be one of the main problems with over 30 card decks, as you don't get the cards you always want when you want them. So yeah, that might be one of the reasons why he's losing right now. Okay, I'm not casting the Aeon because they're really more defensive than offensive, so I have no reason to use him yet, as I get more damage out this way, and I got to use the research, so I won't run out of cards. Just trying to like tell you how I play and why I do stuff, and in the comments leave a comment if you think there's anything I should have done differently. Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry of this thing, the trial button thing. It's there because I'm too cheap to buy the real program, so it will just be there for now. but yeah, right now I think the game is pretty much lost for him, because I got the Aeon in my hand, which I can cast next turn. He doesn't have the shadow energy to kill neither one of my allies, and he doesn't have a portal out. Okay, rain delay, that's kinda odd to see in a portal deck. I'm assuming this is a portal deck, of course, as he's using a Ludven. But yeah, if he uses rain delay, I guess he's just stalling the game, because I really don't see what he could do now anymore. I'm just gonna use this one and yeah, cast the Aeon just to protect my allies and use up my resources. As you probably know, it's the best to use up as much of your resources as possible to be as cost efficient as possible. And now again, just waiting for him to make his move. And he can't cast another rain delay because it will bug, and I will be able to attack with all the allies I have out right now. So yeah, his only chance right now would be an Aeon, but I can kill that off right away too, so yeah, I dare say that right now the game is pretty much won. Okay, so he's probably gonna lightning strike my Blake and Aeon or Hero. I don't know, it won't make much difference anymore. And I think he left now, yeah. Okay, but this was my first commentary, so hope you guys like it, and I'll probably be making some more later today.